International Artists Day on October 25th honors artists and all the contributions they make. The day also celebrates one of the most famous artists, that's Pablo Picasso, a Spanish artist that was born on the 25th of October in 1881. Artists work hard to create their work. They add beauty to the world around us. Most artists work with many different mediums. Not only that, but the world artist encompasses painters, photographers, sculptors, musicians, dancers, writers, actors, digital artists, and makeup artists, all of them and more. So when one is born with a creative gift, that creativity flows into many different areas. So it depends on which one you're playing at. So for example, Picasso was a painter, a sculptor. He was a ceramicist, poet and playwright. Art came about long before written works. Since the beginning of time, art has communicated ideas and kept records of important events. Art offers a connection to the past. Artists record our history indelibly, and they also unearth truth. Through their work, they tell stories and pass on traditions. Artists have a unique way of connecting to the people around them. In a world full of bad news, one of their most important role is to offer messages of hope. So happy Art Day. That's it.
Happy Art Day.
Our artists.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
When I was in primary school, there was a competition. I used to hang out with boys a lot of times then, and we used to have like their kind of thing. And one day we actually drew was it 5 naira or 20 naira note? And we did it so well that we actually used it to go buy something, and we got change. Oh my God.
You got change.
So I'm sure this is probably the first time I'm saying it out loud, but I'm sure by the time they look through it, because sometimes during the break period at the time, there's so many people wanting to buy one thing or the other. So they just picked it. Of course, it was green, so it didn't occur to them. So I'm sure later when they're counting the money, they'll see that, fake money. And they will probably...
Well, you guys were talented, though.
Well, that was how good we were back in the days. I mean, I remember going for fine art competitions, and even my brother also was an artist,
yes,
and now he's an illustrator.
Yeah.
At the time when he was in primary school as well, some of his artwork was used in an oil company to create their calendars for a particular year at the time. So art runs in my family, really, and it's something I connect with because it's bringing creativity from the mind to the physical, and something someone can appreciate the detail that you go into presenting art. It's beauty in itself, however way it's expressed, and it's a good thing for us to
in your family, people are
embrace.
plenty. There's the one that is doing the fashion art, the makeup art, the illustrator, I don't know, the closest I had with art, let me see. Okay, one of my sisters, she studied fine art with she specialized in poultry.
Oh, right.
Then what else? That's about it. But interesting thing is my children are art inclined.
Absolutely, the next generation.
I'm telling you, they would draw. You would almost think it's a live. All these what's it called? Characters, DC characters,
oh yes,
the Marvel characters.
Absolutely.
When they draw it, it's amazing.
My kids are also into art, and I really appreciate when so far I've seen the progress from the first drawing to where they are today.
Yes,
you
see the growth.
Wow, it continues to evolve.
And there's one I have that knows how to the calligraphic writing.
Oh,
very
right.
nice. So I think art is so
he
beautiful.
will have a job in the future. Because people need that as well.
Oh my God, do we appreciate art like that in Nigeria? Well, they are beginning to.
The future does not restrict him to his country.
Absolutely.
So he can
well,
go
that's
anywhere.
true. That's
He's
true.
global.
So, quickly, let's see. What did you find for us in the news?
All right. I have something interesting that happened in the news. We have a jailbreak in Oyo State. So people, please be very careful moving around at this point. So FJ enlists Interpol to recapture fleeing inmates. All right. So the Minister of Interior, it was said in the Punch newspaper that the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, has vowed to recapture all inmates who escaped from the Nigerian Correctional Service Custodial Center in Abolongo, Oyo State. And he says that they are enlisting the services of Interpol to nab these fleeing prisoners. Now, currently we have over 908, I believe, 908 fleeing inmates, but 446 have been captured, leaving a total number of 392 yet to be apprehended. And that is a huge number to deal with. But he has sworn that there's nowhere for them to hide. In fact, if I will quote him, he says, "Be assured that you have nowhere to hide. You can run, but you can't hide. We'll fish you out. We're publishing details of those who escaped in the mass media so the public can assist in this effort." And they say that they have them captured, their biometrics, and so they have their data, basically, and they are making every effort to make sure that they're apprehended. Now, let's hope that this is not yet another situation that we have to deal with in Nigeria. And hopefully the people of Oyo State can be saved from this unfortunate situation that has happened.
Okay. Let me comment my reserve. Was that the same state that the governor was saying he wants to install CCTV camera? Okay. All right, so Nigeria, I wonder how you want to, what's it called, get this kind of, even if you have their biometrics and their data, Nigeria is not big on identification, identity. We've talked about this several times in different avenues on this show, where we talk about identity. We do not have proper identity. So anybody can, I mean, you can just wake up and
impersonate anyone.
So the thing is, with the NIN is a semblance of and the BVN trying to identify every Nigerian. But how many people, are actually captured in that data?
And we're talking about over 200 million people.
How would you capture it? You know what? It's interesting. We'll watch out.
Let's see how it plays out,
yeah.
As always.
All right, so my story quickly, I just want to mention it that our e-Naira has finally gone live. The president launched it today. It says that this e-Naira was developed by a fintech company, that's Bit, or is it Byte, or what do I call it? Bit, though, which is also behind the creation of the CBDC in some East Caribbean countries. So Nigeria is the first, or is amongst, where is this now? Nigeria is one of the only few countries in the world to develop this official digital currency. So we don't know what this currency is going to look like. We don't know how it's going to be. Hopefully we'll be able to get the finance experts to help us. But I just wanted to mention that at the launch, which was today, the Central Bank of Nigeria Godwin Emefiele had said that 500 million e-Naira, that's in approximate $1.21 million, had already been minted. So how this one concern me, I do not know. All right, so you can download this app, I think, from the Apple Play Store and the Google Play Store. And so hopefully, I don't know what this means.
Does that affect the value of the Naira at this point?
I don't know, but they said to sign up, you need to the e-Naira Speed Wallet, you'll be required to input the following details exactly as captured during your BVN. That's your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your state of origin, and your email. So your banks are waiting to assist you in validating and updating your BVN in case you do not have your BVN. So we don't know what this means. We don't know what it will look like. So
yet another story waiting to
we need
unfold.
to also continue to. I think AK had mentioned it. So we'll just look for the experts to talk on it for us, so we can have an idea of how this is different from internet banking, and whatever it is. Right. All right. So we'll take a break now. We want to discuss the pressures of sudden fame. All right, and we'll have our guest with us then. Stay with us. We'll be right back.